I'm Bryson,
I'm Trinity,
and this is the Rebel Morning Broadcast.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of the Rebel Morning Broadcast. This is going to be our Thanksgiving special, and we're going to be reading you off some Thanksgiving facts as well as taking you on a tour of our lunchroom during our Thanksgiving lunch. But right now, Bryson's going to start us off with a few current events.
All right, guys. Basketball opened their season this week. They played Evangel this past week. They played Evangel on Tuesday and Friday. They're going to work and they're going to get better throughout the season. All three teams. The cheerleaders are in the bleachers this year, which is a new thing. Normally they're off to the side, but they decided they wanted to be part of the student section and try to give us that little bit of extra fire in the student section. And then then we're going to read some facts.
Hey everybody, so we're going to read you a few fun facts about the first Thanksgiving. First one is that it was celebrated first in 1621. It included about 50 pilgrims and 90 Wampanoag Indians, and it lasted for about 3 days. Also, Abraham Lincoln proclaimed Thanksgiving a national holiday on October the 3rd, 1863. Also, another really funny fact is that the history of U.S. presidents pardoning turkeys is kind of patchy. So Harry Truman is often credited with being the first president to pardon a turkey, but it is said that John F. Kennedy was the first to actually let a turkey go, and George H.W. Bush is the first president who actually formalized the turkey pardoning in 1989. And now, Bryson, what are your facts?
The average number of calories consumed on Thanksgiving is about 4,500. I think we can do better than that.
There's some working
And
numbers.
the tradition of football on Thanksgiving began in 1876 with the game between Yale and Princeton. The first NFL games were played on Thanksgiving in 1920.
All right, and now we're going to get Mr. Baker in here, and he's going to tell us the rest of the story. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here. We're with Mr. Baker, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the first Thanksgiving and pretty much just give us a rundown.
All right. Well, let's see. First Thanksgiving technically was in St. Augustine, Florida, by the Spanish in 1565. But they held a big ceremony, had a dinner. They had Indians came and they, had a big meal. But that's not the one we based our Thanksgiving on because, of course, the English eventually controlled all of North America, so they got the holidays. So the one we actually based our holiday on was, and probably we have to go from journals of the early settlers of Plymouth from about 1620, 21, right in there. And our best guess is the fall of 1620, where about 53 survivors of the first settlers of the Plymouth colony got together with about 90-something Indians of the local tribes, and they celebrated, their success of actually surviving the colony. And they had a big meal, and it lasted a couple days, and they played games, and they did things together and kind of made their alliance between the...
What kind of food did they actually have? Because I know we kind of have food and all that, but what kind of food was like the original?
Right, the original Thanksgiving food was similar to what we have. There's some things like there were pumpkins, and there probably were pies made out of pumpkins, they think. Turkey may or may not have been on the menu. The main meat was actually deer, venison, and there was a lot of seafoods like oysters, clams, fish that they catch because they were there on the coast. Duck was there, and probably goose.
Turducken.
Yeah, there you go. They also had a lot of the vegetables we have, peas and beans of such that the Indians had squash, stuff like that. None of the casseroles and stuff, but they had it, in simpler forms. Sorry, but no cranberry sauce. They would have known what cranberries were. They did grow, and the Indians did eat them, but they didn't make the sauce out of them because cranberry sauce is made with a lot of sugar, and sugar had not even been brought to this part of the world yet. So that was coming along a lot later. So they didn't have that. But some of the other things that they had a lot of stews, things like that could have been made. No dressing or stuffing like we know it. They would have made like breads, but not not stuffing them in anything. Now that was the first one. It hung out until, they did it for a few years, but they didn't recognize it really as a holiday. It kind of fades away. Some places kind of remembered those stories, but it wasn't until 1863, during the middle of the American Civil War, when Abraham Lincoln, trying to kind of get everybody fired up and unified again. The North had finally begun to win the war by 1863, and Lincoln decided they knew he needed to be thankful, and he announced that the third Thursday in November would be a national day of Thanksgiving, and to celebrate with feasts and things like this. And it was in honor, he said, of those settlers in Plymouth and all that America had accomplished since that time. And so then it became kind of, after the war, it kind of became a national holiday. And so from that point on, we've now had Thanksgiving as a national holiday.
Do you think me and Bryson are historically accurate in our
like-
outfits?
Historically accurate? No, but quite humorous. And like, but
Well, thank you so much for sharing that bit with us, Mr. Baker, and I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Well, the more you know. Thank you for that, Mr. Baker.
All right, and now we're going to go on to T-Tom with the weather.
Hello, Coosa Valley. We're going to be bringing you the weather. This past weekend, we saw rain, and I was surprised that actually happened because, we ain't seen rain in a long time. This past week, we saw temperatures get into the lower 60s, mid 60s, with Monday being about lower 60s, Tuesday lower 60s, and Wednesday was the coldest day, which Tuesday night it rained, so Wednesday was kind of a muggy day, cold. And Thursday is going to be about 68 degrees, with Friday being in the mid 60s. And then Wednesday, we saw rainbows. Sheesh, wasn't that beautiful? Well, this has been your weather, Coosa Valley. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for that weather report. I'm really glad that we're seeing rain and colder temperatures.
And now we're going to go on to Riley's Rundown, where we're going to learn a little bit more about our basketball players.
Hey, welcome back to Riley's Rundown. This week I'm going to be interviewing basketball players on their first game. So how do you think the game went?
I think we played pretty hard and did our best with what we had at the moment. We have a few people out, so I think later in the season, as the season goes on, we'll do better with more practice and the more time we have to play.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now I'm here with Connor. How do you feel about your first basketball game this year?
It didn't go as planned, but we did play a very talented Evangel team for our first game, and we just came out and did what we did and got some good work in.
And how do you feel like the rest of the season's going to go?
Well, we got Evangel again Friday, so that'll give us another chance to really see what we're made of, and then after that we should be ready to roll and make a deep run into the playoffs.
All right, thank you. Okay, now I'm here with Madison, and how do you think the first basketball game went?
I think we could definitely do better. I think that we just have very many new people on our team with no experience. And now that the first game's out of the way, I feel like we have potential to do a whole lot better than we did last night.
How do you think the rest of the season's going to go?
I think it'll go good. I don't think it'll go as bad as we think it'll go. But I think it'll be better than it was last night.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and now I'm here with Cadence. How do you think your first basketball game went?
I think it went pretty good considering we have some new people this year that have never played. And we put some points on the board, and we'll just have to make up for the miscommunications and everything.
Oh, yeah. How do you think the rest of the season's going to go?
I feel like after we have a lot more practice and we start getting into games more and finding out how we work together, we'll start to get those wins that we wanted to come straight into the season with.
That's good. Okay, now I'm here with Ellie, and how do you think the first basketball game went?
I think it went good. I think we could have tried a little harder, but overall, I think we did good.
Okay. How do you think the rest of the season's going to go?
Really good. I hope we win some games.
Okay, that's great.
Thank you for that, Riley.
All right, and now we're going to go on to a brand new segment. It's going to be Landon's List, where he goes over who the student body feels is the favorite students in the school.
All right, welcome to Landon's List. This is Rhett here with the. All right, list your top 3 favorite people at CVA, favorite students.
I'd probably have to say Dustin, or Dustin, Caden, and probably Hunter.
Okay, that's a good list.
Picking the seniors.
That's a good list. All right, on to the next person. All right, we're here with Connor today. Who are your top 3 favorite people here at CVA?
Okay, number 3, and we'll have to go with Kobe. 2 is going to be Caden. And then number 1 is going to be Thomas Mullins.
That is a great list. All right, on to the next person. All right, we're here with Jamie today. Who are your top 3 favorite people at CVA?
All right, number 3, I gotta go with Rhett. And then at number 2, gotta go with Connor Steele.
Okay.
And then I gotta go with number 1, Caden Smalls. Yeah, that's
That's
my boy.
a good list. All right, and my favorite people here, my favorite 3 people, it's got to be Rhett, Kobe, and Thomas Mullins.
Thank you for that, Landon.
And now we're going to go on to Senior Salute.
Hey everyone, it's Chloe and I'm here with Hunter today. So, Hunter, what do you love the most about CVA?
Probably the teachers. They all love you and they treat you like your own.
Yes, and what is something you're going to miss about CVA?
Miss Jones, definitely.
Yeah, me too. What is your favorite memory of CVA?
Probably the senior games.
Okay, and what are some words to your future self?
Be yourself. I don't really know. Think about it.
Be yourself. Always be yourself. Bye.
Love you, Miss Jones.
And now we're going to go on to Rebel Raps, and hopefully we get to hear music this week.
All right, Braylon, finish your lyric. She wears short shirts. I wear t-shirts.
She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
There we go. All right. Make my dreams come true.
Baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
I'm counting up.
Money for fun.
There we go. I do whatever. Finish the lyric challenge. She filled my mind up with ideas.
Ain't I hiding in the room?
Down beside that red firelight. Are you going to let it all hang out?
Okay, give me just a second.
You played this before.
This is my favorite, man. Fat Bottom Girls, you make the rockin' world go round by Queen.
You are correct, Miss Pam.
Now we're going to Margot's Minute, where we think we're going to see art this week.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Margot's Minute. Today I'm going to be doing some caricatures. My first one is going to be our news anchor, Bryson. Bryson, say hello.
Awesome. Yeah, it's
Okay,
awesome.
so I'm going to have 30 seconds
no,
to
man.
do this.
Okay, this is looking great. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
This is...
Okay, this is looking very good. This is looking very, very, very good. You're going to be very happy with your results.
You sure?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is looking very awesome.
You got this, I believe you.
Yep.
This is what I came up with. Do you like it?
Are you ready to see your
I mean, you got the hair.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome.
Okay.
Okay, guys, now I'm here with Logan. 30 seconds on the clock. Oh, yes. It's very good. Comment your hobbies down below. Hey, no, don't do that because we don't want to know about you. Hashtag don't care. Hashtag never care. Hashtag will never care. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah, this is good. 5 seconds. Okay, keep telling. Okay, reveal. Okay.
Let me show the audience first. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Beautiful. How do you feel about this drawing that I've made for you today?
I wish I could draw like that.
I hope that one day I'll
Yeah.
learn how to.
I know it's taken a lot of effort. So, are you satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
Awesome. Hey everybody, now I'm here with Jolie. 30 seconds on the clock, go. Yeah. I'm about to show you your job, but first I'm gonna show the audience. Are you ready to
Let
see?
me see it. Wow.
Do you like
Did you
it?
give me a mega Did you give me a double chin because I'm mega fat?
I did.
Wow.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Are you gonna take it home and frame it?
No. It would never be a good artist.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Rebel Morning Broadcast. This was our Thanksgiving edition. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below.
This has been the Rebel Morning Broadcast, RMB, signing off.
Eat the turducken.